Meiosis and mitosis are really quite similar, but there are also ways in which they both differ. It can be confusing to tell the difference between the two. So listen to my song, and it just might help you through. This is the mitosis and meiosis song. If you are confused, it can help you along. Alright, first we're going to talk about meiosis. Homologous chromosomes paired make tetrads in prophase 1. This is how you can tell that meiosis 1 has begun. The tetrads cross over and go through genetic material exchange. The result is genetic combination, which means giving chromosomes a change. Spindle fibers from a pole attached to a centromere, and the fibers from the opposite pole attached to the chromosome of the other pair. During anaphase, on each chromosome is moving to the opposite pole. That results in a random separation of the chromosomes from new to old. Telophase 1 is the phase where meiosis 1 ends. And also it's the phase where cytokinesis begins. So during meiosis 1, the original cell produces 2 new cells. And the new cells contain half the chromosomes of the original. This is the meiosis and mitosis song. If you are confused, it can help you along. Okay, so now we're going to talk about meiosis 2. During prophase 2, spindle fibers begin to move. The chromosomes toward the midline of the cell. Then in metaphase 2, the chromosomes move, facing opposite poles of the dividing cell. And in anaphase 2, the chromatids separate and move toward the opposite poles of the midline of the cell. And in telophase 2 occurs cytokinesis 2, which results in 4 new cells. This is the mitosis and meiosis song. If you are confused, it will help you along. Okay, so we're almost done with meiosis, but now we're going to talk about gametes. Now, when animals, meiosis produces reproductive cells called gametes. In humans, ovaries and testes where meiosis happens. In the testes, spermatids are produced through spermatogenesis. In the ovaries, eggs are produced through oogenesis. Later in the song, you'll learn just what they do. But before that, there's mitosis that we have to get through. Sing along. This is the mitosis and meiosis song. If you are confused, it'll help you along. Okay, now we covered all meiosis. We're going to talk about mitosis. Prophase is the phase for mitosis that leads the way. And it begins with the coiling and the tightening of DNA. The 2 copies of the chromosomes, which are called chromatids, have a centromere between themselves to keep them connected. Then the centromere hydrogens move toward opposite poles of the cell. As a mitotic spindle forms to help equally divide the cell. In metaphase, the chromosomes are towards the middle cause of kinetochore fibers. And they help hold them in place just like a steel wire. Then in anaphase, the chromatids separate into two, forming two chromosomes that are brand new. In telophase, the spindle fibers bid farewell and dissipate, which then makes the creation of two new cells. This is the mitosis and meiosis song. If you are confused, it will help you along. Okay, now we talk about mitosis and meiosis, but how are they important to living things? Mitosis allows for genetic stability. It helps make identical cells that look nice and pretty. And since it makes offspring that is the same genetically, it helps mixed reproduction through mitosis related asexually. And it helps in living things, cause if a cell dies, mitosis can make identical cells to help it get by. Now meiosis is important because it lets animals reproduce, because of the sperm and eggs that it can produce. This also means that meiosis is related to sexual reproduction due to the fertilizing of the egg that has to happen. And it really is important to all living things, because if a species is introduced to a new disease, the stronger ones will survive and begin to reproduce and help the species to continue to make it on through. This is the mitosis and meiosis song. If you are confused, it'll help you along. Okay, well that's the basics about mitosis and meiosis. So now we're going to say how they are similar and how they are different. They are both kinds of cell division, and they are both kinds of cell creation, and they both have 4 phases in which they occur. And in both they are divided by cytokinesis. Now mitosis makes offspring that is the same as the parent. And in meiosis, it does not. And meiosis allows for genetic alteration. And in mitosis, it does not. Now mitosis reproduces asexually, and meiosis reproduces sexually. One is just as important as the next, because without other one, we would be dead. This is the mitosis and meiosis song. If you are confused, it can help you along. Now meiosis and mitosis are really quite similar, but there are also ways in which they both differ. Now it can be confusing to tell the difference between the two, but if you listen to my song, then you should know your way through.